I've been sort of gearing up for this my whole life, and like things happen to us for sure, but they can be reframed, and the things that we want can come from us.
Kristen, thank you for being here, and congratulations on your Rising Star Director Award.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing this luminous, beautiful film to the festival, and we're just so happy to have you here.
Likewise.
And I know we have several students and alumni here too. This directorial debut is so exciting. This film really conveys so much luminosity and artistry and pain.
It's an adaptation.
Yes, of a book, yes.
The Chronology of Water, I was like immediately captivated by that idea. There are things that happen to you, but there are ways to sort of like reassemble and design those details into the story that you can live with and that you want to continue living. I reached out and spoke to the writer and was like just fervently sure that nobody else could make the movie. I needed it to stay committed to the fluidity. I needed to make sure that nobody came in and like, you know, bamboozled it with a 3-act structure and a lot of voiceover. I didn't want the thing to become a prescription. I've wanted to make movies since I was a little kid, and I've been lucky enough to be on a lot of other people's sets and service other people's mission. But this one felt like it summarized what movies can do. It's a dreamy experience reading the book. And so we wanted to make something that was unruly, but incredibly precise in its intention.
That's a wonderful way to describe it. It's so poetic. You mentioned your early experience, and you made your screen debut in age 11, and now you're directing features. What surprised you about the experience?
I guess what was surprising was that I was like a control freak that was able to sometimes take my hands off of the beast. I'm always going on about how freedom is just vital to survival, and yet I had to remind myself every day to please just like let the animal breathe. Everyone standing on a movie set, whether you're in the shot or not, every single molecule contributes to the vibe. Making sure that the people that are surrounding it are coming from a compassionate and loving place, and that everyone feels seen and heard. It takes a lot of people to make one film, but in this case, it's a singular story about one woman. It's a memoir, it's confessional, it's diaristic, but it's also completely universal. So I like wanted to make sure that everyone on the movie felt like they were kind of telling their own story.
Mm-hmm. It's a big job.
Yeah, lucky.
Thought about starting at the beginning.
Oh, get her, Mike, get her, Mike.
But that's not how I remember it.
Do you see yourself permanently behind the camera, or do you still have this great love for inhabiting characters?
The reasons that I like to act in movies are the same reasons that I want to make them myself. It's all about like congruent energy. I've always felt like my directors are castmates, like they're in the scene with me, and if they're not, and there's like a remote quality, then I need to find someone else to get inspired by it. You look to someone else, you look at the operator. Honestly, truly catching the eye of somebody who's recording your sound and literally looks like they're teetering on the edge of a cliff in order to make sure that they hear you. Your eyes and your ears and the way that you touch things, it's like we're this bizarrely like 100-headed beast. And so in stepping behind the camera, there's a bit of a role reversal, but it's like the same part. It's really intuitive, and I feel like I've been doing it my whole life.
Yes, you know the work well. So your sound department, what has stood out to you about their work? Let's praise them for a moment. You're already complimenting them, yes.
I feel so heard and seen by this woman. I knew for a fact that there was nothing slipping through the cracks. I had a lot of ambitions. Like I was like, okay, I want to make like an inner body rock opera out of all of the sounds that we're going to collect. Instead of using like overt instrumentation, I wanted the movie to have a memory and sort of get up and follow this woman around. And I don't have to be a control freak because she is. These are the ears. And then we accumulate, like, you know, gathered all of this material, and then we went to Brent and like designed an album basically. I could never have made this movie without these two individuals, like no one else. I mean, you guys were so committed, so diligent. The time that you gave this film, it's not normal. It's not a job. It was like it's like how we spend our lives.
I mean, the goal for me too is like what you're saying, like to take anything off your plate that you don't have to worry about, right? So you don't have to worry about the, you know, any of the technical things, so that we're just getting everything and anything that you could possibly want, even if you think you might not want it in the moment. I'll ignore you, I'll still get it anyway, just because we
will.
don't know what you're gonna want until much later. And so I'm just trying to think long-term and bigger picture on your behalf in that regard, so you can focus on Imogen's performance and the shots and all of that. And I definitely wouldn't have let anyone else do the sound on this movie.
No way.
So yeah,
She's protective. What about you, Brent?
I was brought on knowing Amanda, and I was basically told from the beginning, either you're in or you're not. And I was like, what do you mean? They're like, you got 2 weeks. Are you in? No hard feelings. If you're not, are you in? And I was like, yeah. And I don't think we left for like 14 days. We basically stayed.
That's what it requires.
Yeah. And it was never a question. You know, in these moments, this is why we do it. We didn't care what anybody has done before. You know, it was just literally the emotion, and I think you said it best with like letting the voice find itself. It had to be constricted so it can grow, and I think that was really the story of Lydia, was finding your own voice in adversity.
Yeah, the movie becomes more composed as it goes on, but in the beginning it's like truly adolescent. I do genuinely think that there would be a lot of sound designers that would have been like adamantly leading me away from some of the more radical choices that we made.
And I don't think I would have made them if you weren't in the room. We talked about that. It was like, what would the movie sound like if I never said anything? And it would have been a more straightforward movie because I'd be like, oh, well, this is what the client wants. And that was the great thing is, you're like, I don't want that. And I was like, let's not do that.
The sound was kind of rippling through like memories or like
Exactly.
transformative. It had a transformative
It started
quality.
getting its own vocabulary as well, like the pops and the hiccups and the sort of circle backs and the redundancy in certain sounds, and like sometimes it's like like we've used that sound too much. It's like, yeah, is it making you uncomfortable? Great, again,
Yeah.
again.
People say to me all the time, did the things in your stories actually happen? I don't know.
You did an amazing job, amazing job. So I can see
Thank you guys.
I love you guys so much.
teamwork. It's really the emotional architecture of the film.
The Chronology of Water, the memoir, when you read it, obviously there was a connection that you had. How did you make sure that while you were writing this film that you were able to inject whatever drew you to it and make sure that you got that across, but it's still someone else's story, so how did you make sure that you stayed true to their vision as well? Like, how did you fuse that together while writing this?
Good question. It's tough to not get bogged down by the details. It's a movie about writing, and as much as the things that happen to her are available in the film and hyper-specific, they're also generalized to the point that you really can put yourself in the movie. In like early iterations, it was like very vocal in terms of what it wanted to say, but I pulled all the voiceover out because the images just began speaking for themselves, and the emotional connectivity from like one period of time or scene to another needs to be hyper-specific, and it couldn't be pulled from the book because it would have felt trite, like it would have felt overtly planned. The whole point of this is about surprising yourself with the new tone of your voice that you've just found. And it would have been a bummer to like feel stuck to certain details because what's on the page is an invitation to be free. And that is like what the movie's about. Wrote it for like 8 years, made sure to honor and respect certain things, but then realizing that the way to really honor and respect it is to kind of let it all go.
Yeah.
Perseverance, stamina, persistence, a lot of
That's
that, yeah.
Yeah. I like to run.
It's so cool that you guys want to make movies. Like, it's so rad. And like, protect the thing that like made you want to go to this school for the rest of your life.
Amanda and Brent, you both have an extensive network of friends and, you know, professional associates, especially from SCAD. Can you like share anything with the students about creating a dream team?
Connections made at SCAD, definitely. I mean, like just you and I, like knowing each other, and then that led to like this, and you never know where anyone's career is gonna go.
It's not only the education that was great here, but then the handshake with all the other friends to be like, oh, you know this too. We can work together and move mountains.
Right out the gate, there's a level of trust, which is kind of awesome.
Seriously, I'm very, very lucky to have been able to tap into that because I did not go to film school. Thank you guys for doing it.
That makes my heart really sing to know that alums help each other. And when you need a good person, you know who to call on.
Yeah.
It's really wonderful. And that trust is very important.
What films do you recommend to a young actor who's looking to do nuanced and challenging female roles?
Any and all Cassavetes movies. I think Gina Rollins is like, I mean, she's like just a global treasure. So yeah, watch all of his movies, and predominantly she's in most of them, not all of them. For me, like Isabelle Huppert, I think, have you seen like The Piano Teacher?
I haven't.
Have at it. Have at it. I'll make a little list for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I know for me, being emotionally safe on a set is very important to me as an actor. Knowing that the person across from me is going to catch me if I fall is really important, but also like there's something I feel like that you could probably do as a director to foster that kind of environment. And obviously, like you having been on the other side of it, is that something that's cognizant to you whenever you're directing? And how do you go about sort of fostering that environment?
Yeah, I mean, it's your only job. I'm not of the school where you like torture your performer into something or manipulate them into feeling things for you. Like, they're not puppets, they're not a mouthpiece for you. It's nice to have friction, and it's cool, you start to see it in the scene. It's just as long as it's like everyone has entered into this like relationship in a sort of mutually aware and respectful zone. This notion that directing and acting is this like learned experience. We're learning as we're directing and acting, that's the whole point. I don't like pedantic filmmaking. It always feels like a bit of a risk. And so if you're not safe, if you're not feeling held, you will risk less and you will be safe and you will protect yourself, and I don't want that.
Kristen, thank you for sharing the Chronology of Water with us, and congratulations on your Rising Star Director Award. We're so delighted and honored to have you at the SCAD Savannah Film Festival, and thank you for being a guest educator this week with us, and come back.
I've learned so much. No, thank you.
Come back. I hope you'll come back.
I would love to.
Thank you.
Let's not leave.
Thank you. Let's not leave.
Stay.
Yeah.